Hello guys, good day and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Posa, and if today is your first time of watching my video, I would like you to make use of the subscribe button and don't also forget to push on your notification so you get notified when my next video drops. Alright, today without wasting much of your time, I'll be showing you a strategy that works for boom and crash. A strategy that works for boom and crash. Once you understand this strategy, it's very easy for you to trade on boom and crash market. The synthetic index market will be very easy and clear to you. Now, it's very easy if you understand price action. If you understand price action well, trading on boom and crash market will be very easy for you. You understand? So if you don't have basic knowledge about trading, you can check the description. You'll see my contact, my WhatsApp contact there. You can contact me for mentorship and training. So we'll put you through more. Alright, without wasting much of your time, I'll be showing you how you can set these indicators that will help you to detect spike, to catch spikes easily. Catching spikes on boom and crash is very easy once you understand these things. Now, don't forget, before you start aiming for spikes, don't forget to always check the trend of the market. It's very important to know the trend of the market. Now, I always say this: if you're trading on crash market, always make sure, if you are aiming for spikes, always make sure it's on downtrend. It's very important. Take note: crash market, crash 1000, crash 500, the two crash markets, make sure it's on downtrend. It's very easy for you to catch spikes when it's on downtrend. Now, you have to check it through H1 to know the trend actually. Now, as you can see here, it's below, the candles are forming below, as you can see here, are forming below the average 48 line. This yellow line here is called the average 48 line. Don't worry, I'm going to show you the settings which you use to set your chart the same way. Once you can follow the instruction here, a lot of things will be revealed to you in this video that you don't know before. Now, looking at it on H1, you can see the candles are forming below the average 48 line, which is a signal for you to know that okay, it's a downtrend. And mind you, don't forget, sometimes it's also very possible for crash market to be having spike on uptrend. As you can see here, it started and it gets to this point. It now broke the Bollinger Band down to the average 48 line, as you can see in this chart here. Now, but if you observe previous markets here, you can see that as it passed the average 48 line, you can see all these candles you're seeing here, these crashes you are seeing here are just retracement. They are retracement. They are not just they are not major spikes. Before you get something like this, the market might buy for a long period of time, which might want to blow your account if you are using a small account to trade on boom and crash. So most times it's advisable you work smart, and working smart is using the right strategy that works. Working smart is using the right strategy that works. All right, let me switch it back to M1. Now, as you can see here, Once you've confirmed from H1 that the the market is on downtrend, now it's a good signal for you to initiate your trade. Now, if you want to initiate your trade, you easily check your M5, that is a 5 minute time frame. Now, checking here, you see the Bollinger Bands, upper Bollinger Band, the middle Bollinger Band, the lower Bollinger Band. Now, you see the Bollinger Bands, the buy candles are selling towards the Bollinger Band. Now, once it's with these settings here, once it gets to the upper Bollinger Band, there is high tendency of it dropping if it's on downtrend. Take note of this. It's very important. Now, I will be showing you the settings for this market. Now, I will be showing you the settings for this. Now, you don't need too much indicators to catch spikes. You don't need too much indicators. Once you have a strategy, just make sure you practice the strategy, and I bet you're going to maximize your profit easily. Just follow the steps on this video. You get everything needed for you to maximize your profit. Very, very important. Now, the next thing you will do now is to set your charts, like I said. Now, the first on my list here is the Bollinger Band. Now, take note of these settings. The period is 18, as you can see here. Deviation 1.5, shift 0, apply close, the style 4. Now the color, as you can see here, the color don't really matter. You can choose any color you want. In as much you are seeing the Bollinger Band, you are good to go. Now, once you are done, you click on done. Now, as you can see that spikes are already coming in because it's on downtrend. They are already coming in. Okay, let's continue with the settings. Now, the next settings will be the moving average 48. Take note of this moving average 48. It's very important. Now, this is the setting, period 48, shift 0, method simple, apply close, style 3 pixel. Now you choose this color here, then you click on done. Now, once you are done, this come out. This is the average 48 line. Now, the first one you added was the Bollinger Band. This is the Bollinger Band, and this is the upper Bollinger Band. This is the middle Bollinger Band. This is the lower Bollinger Band. Very important you know this, so you can easily read your charts. Now, with these settings here, the next on our list is the MACD. Take note of these settings. Your fast EMA is 25, slow EMA 15, MACD SMA 5, apply close. Now, set it the same way. Color, don't forget. Also this. Now, once you are done, click on done. And this comes out. This other box here comes out with the green line. Now, the next on our list is the relative strength index. Take note of these settings. It's very important. Now, the relative strength index period is 31. Now, the apply to previous indicator data. Once you are done with this the pixel 2 here. These are just colors. They don't really have effect for this indicators, so you can easily choose colors that you want. Now this is very important. Here, here is your buy, here is your sell. Sorry, sell. So once you're done, as you can see, here, it pops out. This is it here on this other chart here. Now, how do you catch spikes? It's very easy to catch spikes. Now, the first thing you should take notes is to be patient. That is one thing that kills traders. Patience is the key. Once you are aiming for spike, patience is the key, in the sense that it's not like you enter the trade and start waiting. No, you wait for your perfect time. As you can see here on this chart here, as you can see, it's a massive spike. As you can see, it has been spiking. Now if you check H1, you can see it has been spiking from here, coming down, that retracement back, but still falling. It's still going down. It's massive. Now, one thing is to avoid greed when trading on boom and crash, because once you get your target, it's advisable you wait for your next opportunity. But most times, young trader tends to want to get all the shots on one trade. It might not be possible for you at that particular time. You might be using emotion to trade, which is not good for you when trading on forex market. Now, how do you use this strategy? Coming back to this strategy. Now, don't forget, these Bollinger Bands are very important. Now, checking your M5, you should know that the buy candles are touching the Bollinger Bands here, which gives you a signal that okay, there is a massive spike coming. Once it gets with the settings here, once it gets to this Bollinger Band, there's a massive spike. If you check previous charts, you can see them. Previous charts, you can see. Once the buy candle gets to the upper Bollinger Band, there is high tendency of it falling down. If it's on downtrend, take note of this. Now, how do you catch spikes using this strategy? I just showed you one. The next one now is using this other box below. This other box below. Now, using this other box below here, it's very easy for you to catch spike. Now, once this green line here, gets below the 20 dotted line, as you can see here, once it gets below this 20 dotted line, there's high tendency of it buying at least to this point. Now, this should be when you are working in favor of the market and the trend, that means the crash is on uptrend. Now, anything I'm teaching you on crash here is opposite on boom. I will still show you the chart on the boom market so you get to compare. Anything here on crash is the opposite on boom. Now, as you can see here, once it gets to this point, just know there will be a buy. Now, once it above this line here, this dotted 18 line, there will be a sell down. That is how this gets to work. Now, if you want to aim for spikes, still using this box down below here, is very easy. Now, checking the previous markets, once it buys and crosses this dotted 80 line here, and it crosses the blue line crosses the green line here. This is a sharp signal. It's a very sharp signal for you to enter this trade. Now, once you are done, once you see something like this, just enter, place a trade. You will see it will come massively. You will see it will come very massive once the crash is on downtrend. Take note of that. Okay, let me just use this arrow so you can see clearly. Okay, now as you can see here, these buy candles here, once they get to this point, you can see how it's coming down because it's on downtrend. Now, if I'm to switch this market now to the boom market. Now, boom market, like I said, boom market, you trade boom on uptrend. Now, the easy analysis to do is using your H1 checking. Now, as you can see here, you can see a massive boom here. Since it's on uptrend, once it's on uptrend, you will receive massive spikes on uptrend. Let me switch it to a lower time frame, like 30. These are used to analyze before getting into the market. Now this is another one. This is another chart I'm showing you. This 30-minute time frame. Now, since it's trending above, you will receive massive spikes since it's above the average 48 line. Take note, this is the average 48 line. The yellow line is the average 48 line. Once it's trading above it, it's very easy for you to catch spikes on boom. Now I'm switching it back to M1. As you can see here, if you check the current situation of the market, you can see it's retracing back. So at this point in time, you might just pause a little so you will see where it gets to. If it will get to its support line or whichever. Now, like I said earlier, if you understand price action well, this will be very easy for you. So let me just do a recap of everything I've said here. Let me go back to crash 1000 or 500, sorry. Now this crash 500, as you can see here, like I said before, once you see the line, let me use this other one here. Once you see the line cross each other above this 80 line, just know it's a short signal for you to enter this market. You can check, once you check it on M1, you are good to go. In as much you have confirmed the trend of the market, once you check it here on M1 and it touches here, you are good to go. Just place your trade. This will give you massive profit. This strategy is working and is efficient. You will be able to use it to maximize your profit in no time. It works well. Now this for crash. Now the same thing goes for boom, but the opposite way. Like you can see here, you can see here, once it crosses here, this is a good signal, for you to place a trade. Once you place, you receive spikes, you see it going up. Now the TP, it depends on you. The take profit depends on you. Once you are done, you can close and wait for the next opportunity. At least with this strategy, you are sure of maximizing your profit. Just make sure you set it the same way, the same settings. Don't forget, you can pause the video, check the settings and arrange it the same way. Alright, thank you very much for watching my video. Hope to see you on my next video. Goodbye.